Why they text less over time. There's a strange moment in almost every relationship. The messages suddenly become shorter. The replies become slower. And somehow, your imagination becomes faster than the internet. They're losing interest. They met someone else. I definitely ruined everything. Funny how our brains can turn one late reply into an entire Netflix drama. But here's the surprising part. Texting less doesn't always mean caring less. In fact, psychology suggests something completely different might be happening. When we first meet someone, our brains treat every interaction like a reward. Every notification feels exciting. Every conversation feels new. Every little hey gives us a tiny hit of dopamine. It's called the novelty effect. New experiences naturally create stronger emotional reactions. But no matter how amazing someone is, nothing stays new forever. As people become more familiar, the excitement settles into comfort. And comfort usually doesn't send 20 messages before lunch. Here's another reason people text less. At the beginning, texting is often how two people build connection. It's the bridge. But once the connection feels stronger, many people don't need constant messaging to feel close anymore. Think about your favorite song. The first week, you play it on repeat. A month later, you still love it. You just don't listen to it 15 times a day. Love often works the same way. Now here's where things get interesting. Sometimes the problem isn't that they're texting less. It's that we're expecting the beginning of the relationship to last forever. But beginnings aren't meant to last. They're meant to become something deeper. Of course, sometimes fewer texts can actually signal losing interest. But here's the difference. Someone who's losing interest doesn't just text less. They stop making effort altogether. They stop asking about your life. They stop keeping promises. They stop making time for you. It's the overall pattern that matters, not a single slow reply. So, what should you do if someone suddenly starts texting less? First, don't panic. One delayed reply is not a relationship diagnosis. Second, stop measuring your worth by your notification count. Your value doesn't increase every time your phone lights up. And it definitely doesn't disappear when it stays quiet. Third, keep building your own life. Spend time with friends. Learn something new. Chase your goals. Ironically, people are often most attractive when their happiness doesn't depend on someone else's messages. Finally, watch actions more than words. Anyone can send 100 texts. Consistency, respect, honesty, and real effort are much harder to fake. Because at the end of the day, strong relationships aren't built on constant notifications. They're built on trust. And trust stays strong, even when the chat goes quiet for a while. So here's something to think about. Have you ever mistaken fewer texts for losing interest, only to realize later that nothing was actually wrong? Or do you believe texting frequency says everything about a relationship? Share your thoughts in the comments. Sometimes the best psychology lesson comes from hearing each other's real experiences.